Hi, my name is Angelica Figueiredo White. I'm the founder and CEO of ZIPPYAR and BOLDLIVINGWEAR. So I want to share a little bit with you why I'm doing this Kickstarter campaign right now and a little bit about my journey. Uh, I'm originally from Brazil, and I left Brazil and I worked at Pepsi Cola at the age of 30 years to come to the United States and learn English so I could get an MBA and start my own business. uh, I came and I had support from my colleagues, and I have always been someone creative and thinking outside the box, and I had some the latest technology. So when I came to the United States, I've immersed myself in the program at Boston University. I had the opportunity to be sponsored and work for a consulting company and serving various industries. At that time, I met my husband, who is also finishing his graduate studies. We got married, and I had two children. And I decided to take a sabbatical to raise them and to travel with my husband work. So after that came a need for me to go back to to re-enter the workforce. And I tried to apply for jobs, and I was just getting no answer at all. So I said, how can that be? So I started to realize that I was being deemed as outdated and perhaps old. So I said, I still have a lot to contribute, and I am gonna reignite an old dream. So that's what I did. I said, I'm gonna go back and get my MBA, and I'm gonna start a business, and I'm gonna create a job for all the mothers and parents, all right? Because no one should be penalized for taking time to raise children. I think this is an extremely important job. We are raising the next generations, and parents should be supported in their role that's so critical for building societies. So anyhow, I went and I graduated in 2010, and I was my class the recipient of the Entrepreneurship Award. And since then, I was trying different hustles and have a very limited resource. So I even patented a product, and acting my own patent lawyer because I could not afford to hire a patent lawyer. Was a manufacturing good, but I could not develop because of the cost. And so I just put aside, okay, next, let's see what else can come up. And I was talking with another friend who was also seeking job, and we thought about Bold and Live and Wear, but at that time, she could not commit a lot of time with this. So we talk about a chocolate company because Brazilian chocolate truffles are delicious, and they are so beautifully presented in the wedding. They are in the kind of a flower. And I thought, well, everybody can do that. How can I create a unique value proposition for my chocolate business? So here's an MBA thinking, all right? So then I decided, okay, what about if each chocolate could stream a message from the couple wedding about their message to their guests, and perhaps the guests could gather different snapshots of the wedding and share with the couple. So I went to look at the technologies available, like, no, I don't want to redirect them to a website to see. I just want the direct streaming of the video. So I went to USPTO database and started to search, and I'm like, wow, I think there is an opportunity here because people were already rushing to the new emerging technology, which was imaging, that they forgot there was so much more that could be done with code technology. And that's when I started with ZIPPYAR. So in November of 2014, I filed for the patent of ZIPPYAR, and I'm the first inventor to apply. And what in the beginning was a ZP card, it really has pivoted to be much more. As you can see, we have a retail solution where we can expedite checkout and allow gift to carry their own personalized message. We can also empower the pharmaceutical industry by enabling prescription bottles to directly stream personalized prescription instructions. This is huge because how many people read that small print that comes with the prescription, and too often when they need is not available. And much more, we have a crowdsourcing platform built in which the patient and pharmacist can engage in consult or exchange information. Can it also be used for clinical trial, because gathering and quickly gathering that feedback is so critical for expediting the deployment, the launch of new drugs. So there is so much potential of this technology. But one thing that I can share with you, that ZIPPYAR is more than technology. ZIPPYAR is a movement. It's a movement of a mother, because I believe that a sustainable world starts with better humans. So I want to use that technology not only to strengthen the relationship of brands and consumers, but also to strengthen toward sustainable relations, environmental practice, and governance. And I also want to create a company that supports parents in their role of raising the next generation as they dedicate their best efforts to our company. So this is the vision for ZIPPYAR. Now you ask me, how about Bold Living Wear? I love it. You know, it came up in a very fun way, because I want to use the ZIPPYAR technology, you know, like we can make each t-shirt to deploy a unique message, a video, Internet of Things. Also, it was about dressing people that want to live boldly, that can stand up. So we're like, but I want to do that in a positive way, you know. So we create the whole vision. Everything goes around the vision that we have designed for the organization. And, you know, Bold Living Wear is clothes that make a statement. We are starting just with t-shirts for now, but our vision goes beyond that. We want to create a full line of clothing for bold people, people that stand up for justice, people that stand up for, you know, better humanity, whatever, just for being themselves. So I just want to invite you. I have done all this work with about $50,000. It's a lot of hustle, and I wore many hats. You can say, like, I file for the patent, and I do the product development, guide the team, the developers. I do the marketing, you name it, for now, because that's what we do, entrepreneurs, when we don't have the resource. But right now, I really need a little bit more help, and I want to invite you to help me reach this small goal. We are developing some relationship with some business, and I hope soon we'll be able to generate some revenues. So I'm counting just to a little bit more cash to keep it going. As Martin Luther King said, if you cannot fly, run. If you cannot run, walk. If you cannot walk, crawl. But do one thing, keep moving forward. That's what we are doing.